This is a testament to my connection with the world around me, and it's very much my companion now, bearing witness to everything I've experienced on this journey.
Welcome everybody. This is Trevor Truck ASMR, and I'm back with more of Wuthering Waves. It looks like we caught it at the right time too, because it's starting to rain, and I love rain. You know, where I live, we have had a bit of a drought, and recently, sort of the aftermath of a hurricane, it actually gave us a lot of rain, which was very much needed, and I, for one, am very thankful. I love rain, especially because it just cools down the hot summer, and it has been a hot summer where I live. So before we get into this, really, I just want to say, again, thank you for everyone who's been watching this channel and supporting it. I don't say it nearly enough. Secondly, for this episode, I'm going to try some triggers because, as I've come to realize about Wuthering Waves, there's a lot of dialogue that you just kind of gloss over. So we will suffer through it, but we'll have some different tingles. Now here's like a little sample, right? I don't know how well you can hear this. But that's a hairbrush. I wanted to bring the hairbrush back, and this is a brand new hairbrush. It will never be used for my hair.
This is a testament to my connection with the world around
Rather,
me.
it'll be used for ASMR purposes only. So, I've stalled long enough. Let's talk. And already, cutscene, right?
Have you confirmed the inventory? What about the spare list? Sort out the consumables as soon as possible and check our communication lines while you're at it. Ewa, deliver this list to Asher. You're not Ewa. Where is she? What do you need?
Excuse me. I'm an outrider of the Midnight Rangers. This is Rover, and this is Master Tianxing, who came here to look for someone.
You seem very busy, guys.
Jinzhou is the gateway to Huanlong, and the Desert Rock Highland is the gateway to Jinzhou. A single breach could have dire consequences. Our defense must hold at all costs. The tacit discords are not humans. They don't do truces or ceasefires. For as long as they exist, this war will rage on endlessly. Supply is the lifeblood of our army, and I am tasked with keeping it flowing. But now we're facing a shortage.
Okay. Do you want to go look?
Sure. Please excuse me. I'll join you later.
We'll meet up with you soon. Okay.
What are you doing? Oh. Please excuse me. Thought that was a grenade. Is this a mangosteen?
Just seeing the word grenade, it reminds me of that. It just reminds me of that Bruno Mars song. I'll catch a grenade for you. Oh, that was terrible. I won't do that again. Thank you. Yeah. So, whenever I get the chance, I think I'll try my best to expedite the conversations. If you all have no idea what's happening in the story, I can't help you because I don't know either. It's not so much that I'm not paying attention, but it's just like, why does there have to be an encyclopedia of dialogue, you know?
You're looking for.
Yes, I found Zhiyan. We will return to the city with the logistics team. We will go find Mr. Zhang Ye to let him know he is safe.
I hope you all are liking the triggers
two still have other matters to attend to. When you have the time, let's catch up at Liu Shan Tea House. It's my great pleasure to have met you.
Yes, so long, farewell. We wish you all the best. Have a safe trip back to, Eorzea. Alright, I guess we have to talk to Yangyang. I feel like this entire game
Us
is
running into Master Tianxing was a
other
one-off
matters to
incident.
attend to.
If the mangosteen indicates something about war, what is Madam Magistrate trying to convey?
She's just given me a chance to do a certain thing, which is a vague answer that corresponds to my very vague understanding of events in this game so far. I'm just picking up keywords like war and gourds, stuff like that.
Have you thought of something, Rover?
I haven't had a single intelligent thought since I began playing this game.
I think.
Let's mention the general. I have no idea.
So, Madam Magistrate wants to tell us about General Tian, or about the war against tacit discords. We haven't reached the front lines yet, but I can already smell the iron in the air. I sense tension and unease. Our soldiers stationed at the borders. I hope they're okay.
Well, you know, there's no worse weapon than too much exposition. And I think we're about to get hit by it pretty soon here. Oh wait, cutscene. What the heck is that? I'm just brushing the mic a little bit. I hope the sound comes through. Wow. Cool dragon.
Follow the Qinglong to war.
To war. Okay. I don't even know. I don't even know what's going on. Like this part of the story.
Retreat to advance.
This just came out of nowhere, right? And suddenly this is my character. But here's the good news, okay? At least there's a little bit of action going on, so let's get into the action. Wait a minute, I've used up a lot of my stamina, so I'm gonna run around a little bit. And we will get back to this war. Cool moves, right? They'll be writing about that one in the Wuthering Waves textbook. Kind of scared I can't switch out to another character. I'm sorry. Is this level 42? I feel like I don't feel like I'm quite there yet.
Wind Rider.
Did I just completely whiff that attack?
Retreat to advance.
A red warning prompt will appear before your enemy uses their special skills. You can block these attacks with specific echo skills or with counterattacks to gain the upper hand. Like what?
Settled.
Oh,
Time to fight back.
This is like one of those rare Pokemon we're dealing with here. Now, what's this all about? Some Havoc attacks will apply a stackable Havoc Bane effect to the target. While Havoc Bane effect lasts, the number of its stacks is automatically increased. I don't know. When you get into stuff like stacks, I just think of pancakes, to be honest with you. Look at that. It's doing some massive damage. Oh man.
Retreat till I can take it.
I might not make it past this boss battle, quite honestly. Oh, ouch.
Wind Rider.
Let's try Wind Rider. Do I automatically heal as time goes on? Perhaps not. Ouch.
Retreat to advance. Finale.
Okay, so I managed to put a dent in it. But it's now time that I do some real attack. Ouch.
Bide the time.
Wind Rider. Get him.
Till my last breath.
These attacks doing anything, I wonder? Because it doesn't really seem like it. I need to get used to dodging things. Ouch.
Wind Rider.
We'll just keep using this attack. Maybe it'll do some damage. Oh boy. I'm gonna get away from that scene. Oops, just turn caps lock on.
Time to
Oh my gosh.
Wind Rider. Retreat to advance.
Wait. Can I not die?
Time to fight back.
I don't think I can die in this mode. Okay.
Bide the time. Break.
I'm not particularly crazy about this particular fight. I think
Wind Rider.
there's just some mechanic that I'm not quite comprehending.
Retreat to advance.
For some reason, I'm having trouble dodging. Hold on. Oh,
Bide the time.
tried to jump over that one. Okay.
Time to fight back.
I think we can do this, though. I think we can destroy him. Yeah.
Retreat to advance.
Okay. Yeah. If the game hadn't been so merciful to me, the truth is, I would have died in that
What's
battle.
the matter? Are you all right? Oh, I was worried.
I had a vision.
You just stood there and gazed into the distance. You were unresponsive when I tried talking to you. What did you see?
I saw in my vision a plot.
It felt as if I was seeing through the eyes of a tacit discord. I think I saw what was happening in the Northfall Barrens.
I don't remember a woman in red.
A woman in red who can control the tacit discords.
Yes.
Could it be one of the Fraxitas? Your vision. It might be what was happening on the battlefield not far away. The battle itself is a clear sign of an anomaly. The streams from the Northfall Barrens feel more suffocating than ever. Rover, something on that battlefield must be connected to you. Though we have no idea what it is.
There's something inside me.
Resonate with tacit discords?
Whatever it is. I don't know. Cool. Scratching it a little faster.
Rover?
According to Baja, the leaf showed residual fluctuations of tacit discords. Those fluctuations pointed to a certain set of coordinates.
There, just beyond the river.
And that is Teacher Village in the Central Plains.
Cool. I don't know where I'm at as far as the quest is concerned, but hopefully I've made some good progress.
As I make myself reflect on my goals and plans, those voices in the streams become clearer, and everything starts to make more sense.
Yangyang, you're narrating again. I'm
Rover,
catching you this time.
Perhaps you can give it a try.
Okay. So I got a new trophy. Cool. There's a lot of pop-ups on my screen. It's very overwhelming.
This is a testament to my connection with the world around
Ah,
me.
yes.
And it's very much my...
Yeah, you've said that before, hero. Now, we're just gonna glide down very slowly. The stamina in this game is so forgiving. I love it. And we're just gonna go down. There's a treasure chest over there. It's probably worth inspecting at least. These are the parts of the game that I do like. What is this all about? I don't know. Am I doing this right?
Remnants of the
Guess
past.
I did, huh? Okay. Cool. That's really awesome. So we're gonna go to this tower. And it looks like we're gonna activate it. Actually, we still have to go pretty dang far. But I think that there is something to do here. Okay, so when I activate this, it heals me. And before you go, don't forget your gourd. Okay? Don't forget your gourd. It's an important part of a daily breakfast. Alright. So you can fast travel to Jinzhou. And I'm here. Okay. You know, I was on Facebook a couple days back. I saw something that said there's supposed to be a new Toy Story,
This must be the place.
and I'm just thinking to
I
myself,
sensed something ominous from the leaf back
Toy
there.
Story
But I
5?
couldn't pinpoint its source. And now,
Yangyang.
the hatred and pain is so strong in this place. I don't even need to concentrate to feel it. Rover, something terrible must have happened here. We have to be cautious. This is
Okay, there's like a 2-to-1 ratio of how much I'm able to speak versus how much Yangyang has talked to me. So something is clearly happening. Oh gosh. Okay. So I'm actually timed on this, it looks like. Oh, that's crazy. Switch. R. I'm gonna take what I know, and whoops, I don't want to press caps lock. That's not quite the same thing as dodge. Ah. I think the 3 enemies are just throwing me off. So I'll use my mount / familiar to get rid of these guys. Alright, let's do a successful dodge. That's what I'm talking about. Oh no. That's not good. Ooh, jeez. Okay. Anyway, like I was saying, there's supposed to be a Toy Story 5, and I'm just thinking to myself, you've had 4 of these stories already, And do you really need a fifth one? Like, there is something that's, you know, like a bit of a diminishing return, if you ask me, you know? The first Toy Story was amazing. It was fun. It was unique. At the time, it was sort of a pioneer of 3D animation, you know? And, you know, it was really amazing.
The end has come.
Then Toy Story 2 came out, and it's like, okay, that's nice. I like Toy Story 2. It introduced Jessie, the other cowgirl. It introduced some new characters, and there was a sick video game that went along with it. I played it on the N64, and it was really good. But then you went with Toy Story 3, and I saw that. That was like 2010, and I saw that in a movie theater, and honestly, it was heartfelt. It was nostalgic. It had everything that you could probably ever want in a Toy Story movie, right? And then Toy Story 4. Now this is the part where, like, it's starting to get questionable. Should we keep making Toy Story movies? You know what I'm saying? Like, have we reached our limit? Because I feel like with these Toy Story movies, there's a common theme, which is usefulness and being wanted. And it's like a never-ending struggle with Woody. Like, am I wanted? Am I wanted? Does the kid who owns me actually want me? You know? And I think you can only do that theme for so long before it just becomes trite and just overdone. You know? I can't imagine how number 5 is gonna really change things up all that much, you know? I think it's gonna come down to the same theme. But the thing about Toy Story 4 is that I'm not saying it's a bad movie. I'm also not saying that the CGI was bad, because I think the CGI was pretty good. But truth be told, when I watched it, it lacked a certain fun aspect to it. Like, if you were to ask me what's more fun, Toy Story 1 or Toy Story 4, there was something different about Toy Story 4 that I found to be a little bit dark. A little bit grown up. I don't know, it just wasn't as fun. It was a lot more heavy-handed, a lot more serious in a lot of ways. And I'm not saying it was a bad movie.
I think I found something.
It was just really different, and I think you can start to see the cracks. You can start to see that, you know what, maybe we ought to stop, you know? Like, I don't know, maybe we ought to just take a little break from this movie series. Like, that's the one thing that I've always thought.
Ritualistic wooden plaques.
How long can you continue to make a series
But why are they
before it
here?
gets old, you know?
These plaques are usually placed in ancestral shrines.
And I can ask the same thing about Star Wars. I think we all know that Star Wars has probably... it's probably gone on for too long. It's probably time to just end the series, put it to bed, leave it where it's at before it gets so much worse.
They seem to belong to a different time.
Anyway, I've been chatting away, and there's a story going on, so...
I remember reading about something like this. People held large-scale ancient rituals periodically in their villages, driven by certain beliefs.
I see. Let's check somewhere else.
Anyway, I'm kind of glad that there's been some action in this game, for crying out loud. Okay. Let's go. There's more tacits. What do we got here?
Watch out.
I don't know. I'm not really that scared, Yangyang. I don't think it's as dangerous as you think it is, okay?
Something's not right. Why wouldn't it attack us?
Brother.
We should talk to it.
Help, brother. Brother. Help.
Is there like someone stuck inside it?
Help.
It seems to only repeat these lines. This is not a common tacit discord.
Oh, I would argue there's no such thing as common. Anything.
Tacit discords attack other living beings because they need to feed on those frequencies to make themselves whole again. When frequencies are scattered and recombined, a new tacit discord is born.
Okay.
This one probably devoured the frequencies of humans.
Well, that's just dark. Anyway, do you want to get a coffee or something?
Turning the last bits of a human's consciousness into such monotonous mumbles. Are these words the last cries of someone innocent? Who is behind this twisted plot?
Yangyang crouches down, hand on the tacit discord's head, as she Sorry. Wasn't fast enough.
I'm sorry. No, that's beyond my ability. I just sensed some complex feelings from it. A mixture of deep sadness and eager anticipation. Rover, I think I know what's going on here. It seems to be begging for help, but it's not asking us to help it. I can sense the pained cries of this tacit discord. No, the cries of this whole village. The village is crying, waiting for rescue. Something truly awful must have happened here. And the victims' reverberations still linger based on the evidence we've found and the condition of these ruins. That didn't happen all too long ago. I can still feel it in the streams. Perhaps the tacit field has kept this village from being discovered. Or maybe someone has been intentionally concealing it. Anyway, there must be something we can do. We may find the victims nearby. I can feel someone connected to what happened here is still close. This place is dangerous. I'll inform Chuzia about what happened here. Can we continue our search before the official investigators arrive? Sorry, I know it doesn't sound very convincing. It's just a hunch of mine, and I don't have any evidence to back it up. Thank you, Rover. Please stay vigilant. As for the little one here, let's leave it be.
Yeah, I know that I kind of rag on this game. There's just a lot of exposition versus the amount of action that you get playing. But the reason why I keep recording it is because I do like aspects of it. I mean, I think the world, just take a look at this, right? Just take a look at this. Like, the world, everything looks so crisp. Everything looks so good. And when you get into the fighting, I didn't really enjoy one of the fights that I did in this episode. However, for the most part, the fighting is pretty good too. So let's investigate this and see what we have to learn about it.
The area's a mess, but it doesn't look like a war zone. Someone was hurt and dragged away. Look, there are many footprints here. These are traces left by a fight. Someone was injured. These cards. I see. The Fraxidus is likely behind it all.
The Fraxidus?
Yes. I don't know much about the Fraxidus, but as an outrider, I've worked on related cases. It's a group of extremists obsessed with fusing humans with tacit discords. They've caused terror attacks of various scales around the world.
Fusing humans and tacit discords.
We've seen signs of their presence in Jinzhou, left by lower-ranked members called artificers. Above the artificers are the overseers, leaders with eerie abilities and unknown intentions. They pose a far bigger threat.
And I hope you're taking notes, because I'm not gonna go over this again, okay?
No one knows their true intentions. Some members speak of world destruction, while others claim they seek eternal power. And there is one particularly insane overseer. He's crazy even by Frexidus standards. A man who sees no order and revels in destruction. I've seen similar cards in the physical evidence file of the Frexidus-related cases. They belong to this one overseer I'm talking about. They call him Scar.
Scar. You don't want to mess with Scar.
If he's responsible for what happened to these villagers, who knows what kind of cruel and twisted atrocities he's capable of?
Yes, I think we should fight. I think we should find something to attack, just for the fun of it. I guess there's more evidence around here. Oh my gosh. This is just cutscene after cutscene after cutscene. Oh, it's a cat. Never mind. Why am I complaining? It's a cute feline. Did that cat just...
Guess you won't need my self-introduction. Oh, I spent so much time on it.
What? Oh. It's person. It's a person. I don't know the person's name. Oh, is Scar?
If you need to hear it from me, then yes, I am Scar.
Well, nice to meet you, Scar. How did you dye your hair exactly like that? It's impressive.
Cruel and twisted maniac.
Where is Yangyang?
We deserve a meeting free of such disturbances, don't you agree?
I mean, he's not wrong. It is kind of nice to enjoy the silence, you know?
The girl, she's gonna sway your judgment.
Give her back to me.
Aw, so you really care about her. Don't worry, I don't plan to make you hate me just yet. She is safe now.
Oh, good.
Well, let's just enjoy our time together for the moment. Forget about that irrelevant person, will you? I have a lot to share with you. To begin with, I heard you've lost your memories. Indeed. I'll tell you then. Before you knew anything about this world, you were already the center of conflict. You are the unknown variable we've been waiting for. Forces have been fighting for possession over you.
Oh, crap.
From the moment you opened your eyes, everyone you've met, including that girl you care so much about, they all knew how valuable you are. The world is a cruel place. You are a living, breathing person, but you're just a pawn to many. That's why I'm here. Because I see you as a dear friend, and I want to tell you the truth. I am so so sorry for everything you're about to face. But truth hurts sometimes. I know you are not one I can sway with simple words. My goal is simple. I just want to deepen our mutual understanding, nothing more. Come on. Observe the surroundings a little more and tell me what you see. As you learn more about this world, your true desires will surface, and our little game will become even more entertaining. And before that, I don't want anyone to disturb my precious alone time with you. That's all. Why do you have to assume we are the culprits? Maybe you should be asking me what actually happened here. I won't tell you everything just yet. That's too boring. As I said, why don't you take a look around and see for yourself? So go ahead. What do you see?
People were injured.
Bravo! Didn't think you'd catch on to that. Now, what is the conclusion you've drawn? How typical. The age-old tale of savage wolves and helpless lambs. Good and evil as clear as day. It's a tired story that people cling to in their mundane lives. Oh, how it keeps them in check. But let me ask you this. Do you truly believe the real world can be that simple? Let me give you a couple more tips. The truth is far more complicated than you think. First, who are the players in our tale? An innocent girl, a revered leader, and a flock of simple villagers. Next, what makes up our main plot? False devotion, fleeting kindness, collective deceit, senseless killings, and the one vulnerable soul pushed onto a path of destruction by the masses. Now, Rover, the story is yours to spin. I'm eager to hear your version after you've learned more.
Well, Scar is an interesting addition to this game. Yeah, I'm just gonna mosey on down here. A crumpled page from a children's book rests on a torn piece of diary paper with childish handwriting. I almost said dairy paper, which would make 0 sense.
Our story begins here. Once upon a time, in a peaceful village, lived a flock of carefree lambs. In the day, they toiled for food. And when evening fell, they sought refuge from the looming threat of wolves.
Quite the storyteller, aren't you?
Fables. Stories told and retold through the ages. The ancient art of conveying hidden truths through fiction.
Okay.
But they always draw from real life, don't they?
Yes.
The same story gets told by many, and each person brings their own spin, their own focus.
All right.
Whatever you learn from it is just one of countless different interpretations. Like us now. Caught in a carefully crafted plotline, a scheme I had no hand in. This village marks the beginning of my story with Jinzhou. So that magistrate led you here to meet me. Such a clever move on her part.
So what are we getting from this? Like, there's 2 sides to every story. Who do you trust? there's a potential that I'm being used and I'm being played around with, you know, like almost like the Warrior of Light in Final Fantasy XIV. I'm just a pawn to everyone, and I don't even know it. The tree branches are loaded with paper slips, each containing someone's wish. The words on most of the notes are soaked, no longer legible. Will this really work? If it does, I wish I could stand up again. I want money. I want enough to last a lifetime. Amazing. Thank you, Lord. My legs have truly healed. No, Mother just died and left me some... Okay. So it seems like these are very personal notes. Let's see. There's a page from a children's book, half buried in the mud.
One day,
Okay.
a shepherd visited the village. The shepherd brought them promises of abundance and protection. The lambs, drawn in by his words, soon lived in comfort and security.
Looks like a wolf in shepherd's clothing.
No, quite the opposite. The shepherd's arrival is only the beginning. With a wave of his hand, the shepherd could grant their every wish. His flock obeyed, bowing their heads, pleading for better food and shelter. They no longer had to struggle for survival, as their once meager lives were replaced with endless luxury. The flock worshipped their shepherd-turned-god, praising him and holding him in the highest regard. What's wrong? Does my story make you uncomfortable?
Yeah, a little bit, honestly.
Imagine you were one of those lambs, facing irresistible temptation and pressure from your peers. Wouldn't you bow down and beg for food from your master?
We are all created equal. There should be no hierarchy.
Oh, so we agree already. You are right. But the world we live in falls short of our ideals. The shepherd still reigns, and the lambs have grown complacent. It's up to the two of us to make that ideal world a reality.
Sometimes I just have to ask, what is this game, you know? Wait a minute. Question Scar, follow the TD to find more clues. Okay. Alright. Well, I tell you what, I'm gonna stop it right here. This has been almost 1 full hour of recording. I don't even know what to say. After all this, after everything we've been through, I am speechless. But you know what? Even though this game is weird and I don't quite understand all of it, I still think it's worth playing. So, I'm gonna go ahead and end the episode right here, and I hope everyone has been able to just sit back and relax. That's what this is about at the end of the day. Anyway, till next time, I hope you all have a good day. Goodbye.